day, my name is Chantel Roux and I work as a Skills Development Facilitator at SEESA in the Port Elizabeth branch.
Good day, my name is Kayla Fourie and I also work in the Port Elizabeth branch as a Skills Development Facilitator. In previous podcasts, we had discussed what happens during the Employment Equity Procedure inspections. After that, the Director General Review inspections by the Department of Labour. Now, Chantel, can you walk us through as to what happens after the Director General Review?
Kayla, after you were found non-compliant by the Department of Labour, you had to review or amend your new employment equity plan. The responsibility of the inspector simply does not end there. He or she now has to monitor the implementation of your new or amended employment equity plan for the total duration of the plan. This is to establish if your plan is being implemented properly and being monitored by the committee as it should be. Kayla, how does the inspector monitor the progress and how do they know if the plan is being implemented?
Chantel, that is a very good question. It is very important to note that the inspector is only able to see the progress made by looking at the employment equity report submitted to the Department of Labour on an annual basis. The progress of all goals and targets, as set out in the employment equity plan, will be reported on in the EA2, which forms part of your equity report. Goals and targets refer to any new recruitments or promotions made to address the underrepresentation of certain designated groups in the organization. It also speaks to any policies or procedures which need to be established or amended to overcome the employment equity barriers identified. After your first report has been submitted, the inspector will then compare the reports against your employment equity plan for that specific year. Remember that after your Director General Review inspection, the inspector has a copy of the employment equity plan that he or she approved. Now, Chantal, what happens if these targets are not met as part of your employment equity plan?
Kayla, on your EEA2, there is a section to explain why certain objectives and targets are not met. If these reasons are sufficient, the inspector should accept and continue to monitor the new or amended employment equity plan to the following year. If, however, the reason for not achieving the targets are not completed or sufficient, the immediate referral to the Labour Court will be done by the inspector. As previously mentioned, the inspector only has the employment equity plan and the employment equity report at their disposal to monitor the effective implementation of your employment equity plan. The inspector is otherwise not aware of any internal challenges that prohibits the company from achieving their targets.
Thank you, Chantal. It is crucial that your feedback in your employment equity reports is sufficient and comprehensive enough for the inspector to understand why certain targets were not achievable. If referred to the Labour Court, the company can receive a penalty of anything to 2 to 10% of the turnover of the company or 1.5 million rands, whichever is higher. SEESA SDFs have helped numerous companies with their Director General reviews, providing guidance on the implementation and monitoring of these inspections with their employment equity plans.
That is all we have time for today. For more information, you can visit our website at www.seesa.co.za or alternatively, get in contact with one of our 19 branches nationwide.